I found myself browsing Reddit, talking audio, talking cassette tapes, as I do, when I saw this dude named Frank, who found a nice pile of cassette tapes at a thrift shop in the USA. And some of those tapes were tapes you would never find in the Netherlands, and I said to him, would it be cool to find those in the Netherlands? He immediately sent me a message and asked for my address, and then paid a frankly ridiculous $31 to ship them to me, free of charge. Dutch Mail Services, or whomever does that, then added another $15 because import taxes, and here we are. I have a box of tapes from America, and the least I can do is make a little unboxing video and see what the tapes are like, actually. They are Radioshack branded, and Radioshack is a American electronics store, as far as I know, or was. I'm not sure if they still exist. And they had loads of brands. They had Tandy, they had Realistic. And this was found at Goodwill for $2. So 5 tapes, $2. They're type 2. I didn't even realize. I was just like, hey, cool. I don't know those tapes. I didn't know they were type 2. So the Netherlands also have budget type 2 tapes. Actually, let me show you some. These are from a store named Kruidvat, and that is a drugstore. And these are actually, they're not great, but they're usable. Of course, Kruidvat doesn't make these. I don't know which tape formulation is used in these. It is a chrome tape, as it says here. I'm not sure if it's true chrome, but it better be because it says so. And it says 4CD, remarkably low noise, or very low noise. So if these are anything as good as these, then they're going to be absolutely useful and absolutely used as well. Now, of course, I will record a tape for the person who sent me this, for Frank, and I will send it back. But it won't be one of these because he's already got these, so I'm going to have to find some tapes. Maybe these that he won't find in the US. Actually, let me find one of these unwrapped so I can show it to you, because these are still in a 2-pack, as you see. Not entirely the same. This is the Ferro version, so the Type 1 version, but that's sort of how it looks. It's just a very simple, transparent case with very simple but usable ferric tape. These have a Goodwill sticker, and I would like to keep that sticker. Now, it's one of those stickers that you can't replace, because then, of course, people can do their own pricing, which Goodwill understandably doesn't want. So how am I going to be able to open this without completely ruining the original packaging? Okay, let's see if we can get one of them out without ruining... Oh, there you go. That works. Radioshack. Ooh, they're actually really... Oh, no. Yeah, that was bound to happen, wasn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna... Let's pretend that didn't happen. They look serious. They look like they're meaning business. They don't look like budget tapes like the Kruidvat ones at all. So now I'm even more curious what they'll sound like. The box has been through a bit, probably through shipping. Really nice smoky case. It's a really pretty tape, actually. I didn't expect that at all. These look good. Question is, do they sound good? We're about to find out. Let's check the rest first. It has stickers. They are Radioshack branded, so not completely generic. And then there is the paperwork. Noise reduction, yes, no. Time and date. Not very well printed, this. That's sort of where you can see that it's like an off brand. At least I think it is. Maybe I'm completely wrong about this. Maybe it's a well-loved brand in the US. But generally I think Radioshack is just a bit hit or miss, like MCE or indeed Realistic. Sometimes it's great, sometimes they rebrand something awesome, and sometimes it's high definition. So 1080p then, this tape. I'm gonna make a recording on it with the IOI ADF 800. And let's have a listen how this really cool looking tape sounds. Now, even if it's completely useless, unusable and bad, it's got screws. So I can always put some, I don't know, TDK SAX in it or something. And no one would be any the wiser. But I hope I can use it as is, because it's a really cool tape to have that I otherwise, without Frank, would have never gotten. So I'm really happy about this. Let's record. there, just got out of the shower, but that was a massive surprise. I don't know what these tapes cost when new, but if you bought something like Maxell UD or UR or TDK SA instead of this in America and the price is the same or maybe even lower, you'd be mad. These are way better. This sounds like a good chrome tape, like an SAX or something, not like a budget chrome tape, which I think maybe it was once. I am a bit uninformed when it comes to these tapes because of course I live nowhere near the US, but really impressive sounding tape. It biases pretty much the same as UD2, so pretty center on my Iowa deck. Didn't have to do anything weird to make it sound good, which is an issue with many modern tapes. These are really good tapes that you should fetch if you find them. I'm not sure if the ferric version, I'm sure there's a ferric version, is any good, but this chrome tape, it's a very special one. It's good stuff. Now, what did I end up doing with the packaging? And you may kill me for this, but because I have 4 and I wanted to keep that Goodwill sticker and a part of the packaging, which you can't really keep as such, I stuck it to one of the inlay cards. So I now have one inlay card that has this on the inside or the outside. There will probably eventually be a printed sleeve around it, so you won't see it, but it will be cool to have. And I'm not sure what I'm going to record on these yet, but I will definitely use them for good sounding recordings because they are good sounding tapes. Very impressed, and Frank, once again, thank you so much. These are awesome and highly surprising. Awesome.